Last time we saw how to write the formulas and structures of some alkanes. We saw the structures of alkanes right from methane, ethane, propane, butane. Now, if I have a long carbon chain, can I divide it into different type of structures, or can I write in different type, or can I write in a straight form or a branch form? Yes, it is possible. Let's take the next part, which is the straight chain and the branch chain. Straight chain and branch chain. Now, as the name suggests, what is straight chain? Take the example of one pentane. Now, when I say pentane, that means the carbon atoms are 5 in number. So, let's take example of pentane. If I take 5 carbon atoms, that means I get the formula C5H12. How? We have used the general formula CnH2n plus 2. So, the pentane formula is C5H12. Now, as I have told you how to arrange them in one line. Let's arrange C1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is one type of straight chain where I can arrange the carbons. This is the line notation or the structure formula of pentane. Now, if I want to have a branch chain, what I can do? I can bring this C here. So, one branch can be seen. This is the first type of structure. Second type of structure, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. Where the fifth one? Fifth one can come either here or here. So, let's make here. And then we can just arrange the hydrogen along the sides of the carbon. This becomes the branch chain. This is the straight chain. And this is the branch chain. Now, can more branches be formed? Yes. Third type we can show is 1, 2, 3. Arrange 3 carbons. One carbon below the second one and one carbon above the second one. So, this is the third type of branch chain which is possible for pentane. Now, I am drawing these lines where the hydrogen can be substituted. But we have to understand how the pentane can have different structures. Now, we saw that since pentane has 5 carbons, it can be arranged in different structures. So, some organic compounds which have same molecular formula but different structural formula, they are called as isomers, and the property is known as isomerism. And this is the example where I can show the pentane in straight chain and branch chain. Now, think, can I make it into a closed chain? Now, what is closed chain? Here, this carbon is not attached to any other carbon. That means it is open from this side. Here, the carbon is not attached to any other carbon. So, it is open from this side. This is how all these 3 are open chain. So, open chain means it is not connected to all the carbons. Can I draw it in the cyclic form or the closed chain? So, fourth type I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can arrange in this way. So, this becomes a closed chain. So, this is called a closed chain. These are the 3 types of straight and branch chain which were open. That means it is not connected to other carbons. But this is a closed chain where all the other carbons are attached to each other. This is a closed chain type and this is the straight and branch chain type. Let us write the definition of isomerism. Isomerism. Now, what are isomers? The organic compounds which have the same molecular formula but different structural formula, like we saw in pentane. These are called isomers, and this property is called as isomerism. So, please we can write down, you also write along with me. Compounds having the same molecular formula but different structural formula are called isomers, and this property is called isomerism. So isomerism question comes for 1 mark question. Definition: what is isomers and what is isomerism? Isomerism is the property and the isomers are the compounds which are showing the different structural formula but having the same molecular formula. Now if I say that, let's take the example of hexane. Now what is hexane? C6 hexane. Example we can take. Now according to Cn, H2n plus 2. If I take N as 6, so C6H14, it comes as C6H14, right? So what are the different structures possible in hexane? Let's say first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is possible. First structure, very easy one. So it is possible like this. Second one, we can make a branch chain. That means this C can come here or here, so it becomes a branch chain. So C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6th one. This is the second possible structure of hexane. Third possible structure, you can bring this C here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is 6th. So this is another structure which is possible in hexane. Now these are all I am making the open chain. These are all I am making the straight and branch chain. Can I make a closed chain? Can I make a cyclic chain? It is possible in hexane. I'll show you how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 carbon atoms are attached to each other in a cyclic chain. This is called as cyclohexane. Now what has happened? Here the C was free, here the C was free. Here also the C was free, here also the C was free. Now these free C's or carbons are attached in the cyclic form. So we can say now how hydrogen will be attached here too, because each C needs 4 bonds around it. So here 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So formula of cyclohexane will be C6H12. Here the formula was C6H14 for straight chains. But if it is a cyclohexane, the formula becomes C6H12 because there is no need for another 2 hydrogen to balance the bonds. So therefore cyclohexane will have C6H12. In the case of hexane, one more structure is possible which is called benzene. Let's see how it is. The benzene is also a type of cyclic structure. Benzene, this is a common name, C6H6. Formula is C6H6. Now what is the difference from here to benzene? Now benzene is also cyclic. 6 carbon atoms are arranged in a cyclic form, but only here the bonds are different. There are double bonds also present. Now how? I'll show you how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First arrange the 6 atoms. Now you can see here only H6, that means 6 hydrogens are required. So here in benzene alternate bonds are double. one double, one single, one double, one single, and one double. So what is the special characteristic of benzene? Benzene is cyclic, having 6 carbon atoms in a cyclic form, but the bonds are single and double alternately. One double, one single, one double, one single, one double, one single. So that is why now this carbon, if I consider, this carbon has 1, 2, 3 already electrons. It needs only one more. So I'll put here 1 dash and H here. This carbon 1, 2, 3 already. So it also needs only one H. This carbon 1, 2, 3. So it also needs only one H to complete. This carbon 1, 2, 3. This is another. So this is the way each carbon will be attached to only one hydrogen at a time, and this is the structure of benzene. So now we saw the isomers of hexane. Hexane, the straight chain can be formed, the open chain, the branch chain, the cyclohexane, and another type of cyclohexane is benzene having the formula C6H6, and here the alternate double and single bonds are present. So we saw how many types of isomers are possible in different types of compounds. It is said that all the organic compounds are derivatives of hydrocarbons. Now what are hydrocarbons? The hydrocarbons are the compounds made of carbon and hydrogen. Now if hydrocarbon is taken and one of the hydrogen is replaced by some other atom or a group of atoms, we form a different type of compound. This is how it is possible in carbon compounds to form n number of organic compounds. We are going to learn what is functional group. Now if I have C2H6, that is the ethane. Now HR6 here. If I replace one of the hydrogen with some other oxygen or nitrogen or sulfur or halogens, I will form a different type of group, and this is what we are going to learn today, the functional group. You must have heard about alcohol, you must have heard about vinegar, you must have heard about ketones, acetic acid. What are they? They are the different types of organic compounds. Now today I am going to show you the different types of organic compounds. What are the general formulas? What is their functional group? The group which is actually making the characteristic feature of that organic compound. So when I say alcohol, alcohol can be of different types. That means if I start from methane, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, butyl alcohol, that means if I replace one hydrogen from methane or ethane or propane or butane, I replace it alcohol group. They are called as alcohols. So this is called as functional group. The atom or a group of atom which is replacing the hydrogen in a alkane and giving a characteristic feature to that compound, it is called as functional group. Functional group can be found by replacing one hydrogen with either oxygen or nitrogen or sulfur or chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are halogens. So hydrogen from any organic compound can be replaced with oxygen. That means one hydrogen, suppose I take C2H6, this is ethane. Now C2H6 is having H6. I am replacing one hydrogen. So what will happen? I can write C2H5, and if I am replacing with OH group, I will write OH. So this forms a functional group. This is what we are going to learn. One atom, different atom or a group of atoms replacing one hydrogen to form a new compound having different type of characteristic feature, that is called as functional group. Now let us see which type of atoms can replace hydrogen. There are main types of 4 types of compounds which we are going to learn. First is alcohols. All of us know what are alcohols. Now, alcohol is available as a drinking purpose also. Alcohol is available as a base for the cough syrups also. Alcohol is available in the form of spirit also. Before you take injection, what does doctor do? Doctor takes alcohol, dilute alcohol, rubs it over the skin to make it clean and to make it anesthetic. and so then later on he injects it. So there alcohols have various uses. What is alcohol made up of? Alcohol is replaced by RH group. So R, OH group. Now what is R? R is the alkyl group. So R is called the alkyl group. So what alkyl group here we are talking about? If I take methane, so CH4, methane is CH4. I replace one with OH, one hydrogen with OH. It remains CH3. So this CH3 is the alkyl group. If I take C2H6, okay, and then I replace one hydrogen with OH, so I am remaining with C2H5. So here I will put OH, here I will put OH. It forms a new type of compound. Instead of methane, it forms methyl alcohol. Instead of ethane, it forms ethyl alcohol. So this alcohol group is the functional group which is coming in place of hydrogen. How to show that? How to show with the structure? So you have to only show with one line and OH. What is this one line? This line, horizontal line, shows the bond formation or the covalent bond forming with the alkyl group. So if you are asked in the question, what is the functional group? So you can write dash OH is the functional group. So this is how you are representing this functional group. Now, compound containing functional group name and formula. Now if I say ethyl alcohol. Now ethyl alcohol is ethane. Ethane से बना हुआ ethyl alcohol. So ethane was C2H6. Alcohol to form, what we will do? We will remove one hydrogen and replace it with OH. So formula becomes C2H5OH. So this is ethyl alcohol. If I say methyl alcohol, now what will happen? Methane was CH4. I will replace one hydrogen with alcohol group, so it becomes CH3OH. So this is methyl alcohol, this is ethyl alcohol. If I take propane, it will become C3H7 and then C3H7OH. So this is how all the series in the alkane groups can be replaced by OH group, and one hydrogen can be replaced by OH. And OH is called the functional group here. And this is called ethyl alcohol and formula is C2H5OH. Second type of compound which we are going to see is aldehydes. Now what is aldehyde? Aldehyde group is shown by CHO. CHO group, R, C, H, O. That means R is again the alkyl group and CHO is the formula which we are going to add in place or substitute in place of H. How to show it? Now you will be asked, what is aldehyde? You will say it is a CHO group. But how to show? You will show one dash C, double bond O and H. How? Because this C is attached to alkyl group. Here it can be CH3, it can be C2H5, it can be C3H7, and this C has to get 3 more electrons from somewhere. So it takes 2 electrons from oxygen, 1 electron from hydrogen, and therefore CHO can be represented in this way. Then that shows the functional group CHO or aldehyde group is shown this way. Now what is the example? The common example is acetaldehyde. The common example which is used in the industries is acetaldehyde. That means CH3, C, HO. That means this is CHO group and here this C is attached to CH3. That means it was first methane. One hydrogen is replaced by CHO group, that is why it became CH3CHO. This is how you can show it. So what we saw, second type of compounds which are formed by the different functional group is aldehyde. Aldehyde general formula is RCHO. R stands for alkyl group and CHO actually is the functional group, which is giving them its characteristic feature. How to write it? You have to write it in this way. That means dash C, double bond O and single bond H. Why? Because each C requires 4 electrons to complete the octet. One it is getting from the R group, that is alkyl group. 2 electrons it is getting from oxygen and 1 electron it is getting from hydrogen. Most common compound is acetaldehyde and the formula is CH3CHO. Third type is known as ketone. Now ketone group is shown like this. Now what is R and R dash here? Ketone is the only group or functional group which is not attached at the end of the chain. It is always attached somewhere in the middle of the chain. Only functional group which is not attached at the end of the group. That means not at this end or not at this end. Which end? The carbon chain end. It is always added in between the carbon chain. That means here one alkyl group will be there, here another alkyl group will be there. In between, whichever C is coming, this CO is attached to it. So this is actually the way to write R dash C double bond O dash R dash. R and R dash are the alkyl groups. Now what is the functional? How will you show the functional group? You will make one dash C, one dash and double bond O. You can show like this, up also and down also. It means the same. So how to show the structure of ketone functional group? This is the way. Dash C, double bond O, dash. This is the way functional group of ketone is shown. Now most common is acetone. Now can you tell me, have you heard about acetone? Acetone is a compound which is used in the nail polish remover. So all nail polish removers will have acetone in it. Now how to form acetone? The formula is CH3 dash double bond O dash CH3. This is the formula of acetone. It is also called as dimethyl ketone. Now why it is called dimethyl ketone? See, CH3 is methyl. This CH3 is also methyl. So you can say dimethyl, 2-methyl with the ketone in the center. So it is also called as dimethyl ketone. Most common example is nail polish remover. If you remember this, you will never forget that ketone is present in the nail polish remover. So common name is acetone, CH3, CO, CH3. Now you can see that CO is not attached at this end or this end. Always the ketone is attached in the center of the chain. If there is 3 carbons, it will be attached to the second carbon. If there are 4 carbons, either to the second or the third carbon. So it will never be attached at the 2 ends of the chain. This is about ketone. Fourth one is carboxylic acid. Now everyone knows what is acetic acid, or in general terms when we make food, Chinese food, we use vinegar. Now this vinegar or acetic acid is actually the carboxylic acid. This carboxylic acid can be shown with the general formula R, which is alkyl group dash COOH. Now this is the general formula of carboxylic acid. Now if you are asked how to show the functional group, simple, just make one dash, write COOH, that's enough. That is how we will show the functional group. Most common name of the compound is acetic acid, commonly known as vinegar. So common name we have taken one common compound having this functional group, which is called as acetic acid, and how to show it with the formula CH3COOH. This is the formula for acetic acid, of which we know better as vinegar. These are the 4 types of compounds formed by various different functional groups attached to it. Now, what are functional groups? Again, we will revise. Functional group is an atom or a group of atoms which constitute a special characteristic feature to the compound. That means if it is attached to a compound, it gives a special characteristic feature to that compound, and this group of atoms or atoms are called as functional group. 4 types of functional group we have seen: OH group, CHO group, CO group, and COOH group. And these are the common type of compounds which are generally found using these type of functional groups. Now we saw what is a functional group. Now if I say that I am adding this functional group to a series of compounds, let's say alkanes. Now what are the series which we know of alkanes? It is methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane. Now all are anes, right? It is ending with A and E. Now if I replace in all 1 hydrogen by OH group, what will I form? I will form various types of alcohols. So this is a series which I am making. That means it is a similar type of series. If I use methane, replace 1 hydrogen with OH group, I am forming methyl alcohol. If I take ethane, remove 1 hydrogen and replace it with OH group, I am forming ethyl alcohol. So the series will have the same functional group. Will there be any change in the physical and chemical properties? Almost. The chemical properties are almost same. There might be little change in the physical properties, because when we go down the series, the molecular formula goes on changing. But the same functional group will be present. They will show the same chemical properties, and what we are talking about is called as homologous series. The homologous series can be defined. Now you can write down the formula: a group of organic compounds having same functional group, which can be represented by a general formula. So write down a group of organic compounds which can be represented by same functional group having same general formula showing similar trends in properties are called homologous series. A group of organic compounds which can be represented by the same functional group and which are having the same general formula showing similar trends in properties are called as homologous series. Now what is this? Homologous series, the characteristics we can say now we have seen the definition. What are the characteristic features of homologous series? The first characteristic feature, all compounds have same functional group. So when we are talking about series, obviously when there is a series down the group, all the compounds will have same functional group. That is why they are called as homologous. Homo means same. Hetero means different. So when I talking about homologous, that means the same type of compounds are present in a series. So first characteristic feature is all compounds have same functional group. Second, all compounds have same general formula. Now if I take the example of alcohol, okay, I want to show the alcohol series. So what else I will say? CN, H2N. Now H2N plus 2 was for alkane. Now I am replacing one hydrogen from this alkane. So I am left with one hydrogen only here. So Cn, H2N plus 1 OH. This can be shown for alcohol. If I want to show for CHO, again Cn, H2N plus 1 CHO. So that I will be showing for aldehydes. So all compounds have same general formula. For example, alcohol, Cn, H2N plus 1. Here why I have not put 2? Alkanes have 2. Now I am replacing one hydrogen from the alkane by OH group. So one hydrogen if I am replacing, I am left with 2N plus 1. So this is the second characteristic feature. The third characteristic feature, as we go down the group, the physical properties like melting point, boiling point, density might show a different trend in all the series. It might change because of the difference in the molecular formula. So you can write the physical properties like melting point, boiling point, density, etc. can show a gradation. Now when I say show a gradation, that means as you go down the group, the number of molecules of hydrogen or the OH group might increase, and that is why the physical properties like melting point, boiling point may change, but the chemical properties are remaining same. But chemical properties remain same. This is the third characteristic feature which we see in a homologous series. What is the fourth characteristic feature? For fourth characteristic feature, as we go down the group, we are seeing that there is a difference of CH2 group. That means the compounds differ by CH2 group as we go down the series. Let me show with an example. Example, first one, if I say alkanes. Now alkanes, you know how to write. First alkane is methane. Okay. Second alkane is C2H6, that is ethane. Then C3H8, that is propane. C4H10, that is butane. First four we have written. Now so you can see here one C was there, here two C is there. Here 4H were there, here 6H were there. That means there is a difference of CH2 group here. One C is increasing, 2H is increasing. So first one will have one C less and 2H less. Second we go, it has CH2 group. Now from C2H6 to C3H8, you can see the difference. One C is increasing, 2H is increasing. That means there is a difference of CH2 group again. Then from C3H8, that is propane to butane, one C is increasing, 2H is increasing. Again there is a difference of CH2 group. So this is what is meant by this characteristic feature. compounds differ by CH2 group as we go down the series. Another thing is, as we go down the series, it also differs by 14 units. That means the molecular weight goes on increasing by 14 units as we go down the group. These are the characteristic features of homologous series. Now if I take another example, alcohols, what is the general formula? CnH2n plus 1 OH. Correct? So let's start with methane. Methyl alcohol CH3OH, ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, propyl alcohol C3H7OH. Now are they differing by CH2 group? See, here one C is increasing, here 2 H are increasing. That means these two are differing by CH2 group. Now here C2H5OH, C3H7OH. Here also they are differing by CH2 group. And these also will differ by molecular weight of 14 units. These are the characteristic features of homologous series. Let us repeat what are the characteristic features. First feature, all the compounds in a homologous series have same functional group. Whether we are talking about alcohol, whether we are talking about aldehyde, whether we are talking about ketones, or whether we are talking about acetic acid or carboxylic acid. Second, the compounds in the homologous series will have same general formula. Here we saw this was the general formula which is followed down the series. This was the general formula which is followed down the series. That means in a series of homologous compounds, the general formula is same. What is the third characteristic feature we saw? As you go down the group, the physical properties like melting point, boiling point, density may differ or may show gradation because the molecular formula is little different. But the chemical formulas will be same, or chemical properties remain same. So why chemical properties remain same? Can you identify that? You will say that since, suppose we take the example of alcohol, chemical properties are dependent on which functional group we are putting, and here all have alcohol, so the chemical properties all are same, only the physical properties little differ. Which is the fourth characteristic feature? All compounds differ by CH2 group. As I shown you, if I take alkanes, it differs by CH2 group. If I take alcohol, then also it differs by CH2 group. If I start calculating its molecular weight, you will see that between these two the difference is 14 units. Between these two the difference will be again 14 units. As we go down the group, the molecular weight goes on increasing by 14 units. So these were the characteristic features of homologous series.